Lovelies, welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos, you will be the first person to be notified. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us. You guys are the real MVP. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into today's video.
So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys where a lot of people, including myself, are reacting to the fact that Marcellus, the innocent man that have been trending for the past week all over the social media, finally this terrible thing really happened to him. And this made a lot of people to question, what are we living in? What kind of a world are we all living in that an innocent person can actually be executed? I'm just going to roll the clip. Please leave me your own thoughts and let's dive into it.
Has confirmed that just in the last hour, Marcellus Williams was executed by the state of Missouri for his conviction in a 1990 that he insisted he did not commit. It comes despite strong opposition, including from a top St. Louis prosecutor, as well as the family of the woman Willis was accused of killing, who said he should serve a life sentence instead of the death penalty. And as several questions still surround the case that brought his conviction. Williams' attorneys claim that the prosecution mishandled the murder and had improperly struck prospective jurors because they were black. But yesterday, Missouri Supreme Court and governor ultimately refused to intervene. And tonight, the U.S. Supreme Court rejected 2 appeals to spare Williams' life over the objection of the liberal justices, Ketanji Brown Jackson, Elena Kagan, and Sonia Sotomayor. Williams is the 3rd inmate in Missouri and the 15th in this country this year. He was 55 years old. He will never be older because Missouri is a state and we are a country that maintains a system of offense without mercy, even amidst evidence of innocence.
First and foremost, I would like to thank everybody who showed up. I met some amazing people with some beautiful spirit. Y'all's heart is what America is missing. Second of all, I'd like to thank everybody who participated because none of this could have happened without mutual aid. We didn't have anything to eat, but we got it from mutual aid. We didn't have a way home, but we got it from mutual aid. I am so proud of the way that my people showed up for this man, and I just wish that it could have made a difference. But I've done enough crime. I'm going to take some much needed rest time to spend some time with my family and try to recuperate as well as mourn. My heart goes out to the family of Marcellus. I wish the day ended differently. Nevertheless, I know that the fight does not end here, and I have subscribed myself to being at the forefront of it. So, as I am new to this activism lifestyle, please keep me in the loop and let me know any updates that you have as far as laws, as far as protests, as far as riots. And thank you again, everyone. I will address the abundance of new followers that I have that I wasn't even searching for, but I have now. And I want to make sure that you guys know that I appreciate each and every one of you. Again, none of this would have happened without you guys, without mutual aid. And so I thank you so much. I love you, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
I can't catch my breath. I don't want to watch the clock, and I can't go home because I feel like I'm ricocheted with panic. So I'm just sitting in the car for hours at the grocery store right now. But I've been doing my own research. Look, put this together. Okay, when this story first happened, they said that the lady, Felicia Gale, was unalived inside of her home. No DNA was found under her nails. Keep that in mind. No DNA found under her nails. However, they did discover that there was a knife, which is a knife for the for the scene, and then a bloody shoe print. Now, they charged Mr. Marcellus 10 months after. Mr. Marcellus had recently got locked up due to something that was completely unrelated to whatever this crime is right here. They only charged Marcellus because there was an inmate in there who sat there and said that Marcellus admitted to him that he unalived Miss Felicia Gale. Listen, the inmate only said, "I will only testify against Marcellus and get on the stand if you pay me," followed by Marcellus' ex-girlfriend. Followed by his ex-girlfriend. They also stated that they know that this inmate is known to be a liar. Now, said that the ex-girlfriend ex-girlfriend got on the stand and her story was completely different from the inmate story, but they still pinned this on him. Follow me. Only a person that knows how to semi-clean a crime scene will sit there and say, let me scrape under your nails so that there's no DNA under there. I'm not saying it was a husband, but I'm saying it's not the husband. How? And they say that they found the purse or something of that nature. Well, I'm a woman and I know women get bitter and they get grimy, especially girls from St. Louis. They get real grimy and they don't play fair. Why you take the stand on this man and all of it was bought about a newspaper article and now you sitting here helping contribute to this man sitting there saying that? So did the ex-girlfriend put the purse in this man's car? Or was the ex-girlfriend playing with or did the governor? Because she worked for the police department as a reporter. So did these people, this was an inside job. I can't get no more out because, y'all, put it together. Do your research. Put this together.
I lie when I say that the US government, Marcelo Williams, and I'm somehow happy they did, because it further shows that the government are a criminal organization almost everywhere in the world. Because guess what? Marcelo Williams was charged for a of Felicia Gates in 1998. And this dude has served 20 years in jail. And they've now found out that he is most likely not guilty of the crime. And then that the jury selection and the process was probably not done well. So this is now an innocent man that have done 20 years in jail. But guess what? The Supreme Court refused the appeal and said, no. We're going to go ahead and man, even though everything is pointing that he's actually innocent. And even though that the people who came and said he's guilty took money and they're not credible at all. Governments are evil and demonic. Now, guess what? Over 500k people, 500,000 people signed a petition and said, stop the execution and at least let's review this. These are not his family. These are people who have looked at this case and said, this deserves a merit to look at again. And they said, no. We're going to go ahead and push the button. The state has a monopoly of money. They can kill anyone at any time. That is what makes it the state. Criminal organization. Just that like the state is just the crime ring that was able to get up there into power, but they are all criminal. All right. Now the appeal court refused and said no. The Supreme Court rather refused and said, no, we're not going to look at this again. This case is probably faulty, but execution is already planned. Let it continue. Governor of Missouri, same thing. Let it continue. People, we are literally protesting. It's not fucking democracy, bro. Even if this is Russia, they will listen. If this is China, they will listen. This is the USA, where the so-called, and they wouldn't listen. But if this is abortion, if this is an abortion bill, guess what? They would listen. Gun law, they would listen. But the ones who protect a life you're not sure of, press the button.
Rest in peace to Marcellus Williams. It really breaks my heart because I already made a video before for signing the petition and seen so many people. I reposted so many things. I told people to repost, sign the petition. But you know what? As usual, our voices never heard enough. Whatever we say just does not matter to the government. Whatever they want to do, they will do. This is a hardcore proof that he's an innocent man. But guess what? For the person that decided that they were going to unalive him, they know deep down inside what's bad and what's good and how they're going to sleep. They will be haunted for the rest of their life for what they did. And we will not forgive them. And may Allah grant this man Jannah, the highest rank of Jannah, because this is so heartbreaking. We live in a world that they create things to say. If you want your voice to be heard, do this. As like sign the petition. You sign and millions of people sign. Guess what? Throw it right in the trash. That's exactly what happened today. And it keeps happening. The system keeps failing us over and over.
The fact that Marcellus Williams is not alive at this very moment, after both attorneys on both sides, argued that they should not move forward with the death penalty. And the family of the victim also said that they should not move forward with the death penalty. Lets you know that the justice system truly does not care about black people, specifically black men. And the fact that the argument for them not to move forward was clearly made based on the fact that they don't have enough evidence lets you know that this wasn't about the actual crime. This was them standing on business and making an example out of him. And just think about it. The fact that them moving forward with this didn't even bring solace to the family of the victim should already let you know that this had absolutely nothing to do with the crime. They are using that young woman's life as a way to prove a point about black people in America. They don't care about the evidence. They don't care about whether or not he's actually guilty. What they care about is the fact that he's a black man that was accused of a crime against a white woman. I'm sending love and prayers up to his family because I'm sure this is not easy for them to deal with, but I'm also sending love and prayers to her family because they stood on business and they didn't even believe that he deserved that.
Like, seriously, lovelies, at this point, it's just so disappointing that this earth, this world that we are all living on, is just filled with wicked people, heartless people, people that don't even have conscience anymore. Like, how can you actually justify, unaliving someone that have been proven to be, not to be guilty, but all because you want to prove a point, or because you actually want to set record that you felt that, okay, this is who I am and this is what I'm known for, so I want to prove a point by doing this. You decided to, do something that is so despicable. The fact that the appeal has been going all over the social media, people submitting, their petitions, does not even make any difference. This is to show that nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear your voice. Even if they hear, they don't want to listen. Like, your voices are like, it has no effect, especially when you're someone that looks like me. Like, seriously, there are people that have committed series of, something like this, but at the end of the day, you just see them, the cases are being resolved. You don't even hear about them anymore. They don't even go as far as getting this kind of justification. Like, I don't understand. The worst part of this whole thing is that it was said that the family of the, deceased were like, okay, they don't want this execute anymore. They don't want it anymore. Like, they just want the person to, like, they're no more interested in it. But these people still insist. They still insist to take away someone that you have not even proven to be guilty. Someone that have already served 20 years, who still said that he is not guilty. And he said he's not guilty. You on the other side say he is. But you did not prove anything that makes you believe that he is guilty. Like, what happens to, okay, let's just give one more time to see if we can come up with, with an evidence. Like, I don't understand. Why is it so, why are they so, they just want to, like, see, why is it that, okay, even if they don't want to let him go, why not just leave him there? What does this have to, like, prove? The worst part is that he was unalive, being like, without being guilty. He is not guilty, but he was still unalived. This should show you that there are a lot of people, or this will actually give rooms to so many innocent people ending up in his own fate. This is so scary, lovelies. This is very scary. For these things to go through, for this whatever that they did to this young man to go through, this means that there are a lot of people that might actually be in his shoes, or that might be, that might be innocent of any form of accusation, but because this type of thing went through, God, oh God, like, we really need to pray. Like, seriously, we need to pray, and we need to be safe, and we need to avoid some certain things, because when you are even caught up doing nothing, when you're even caught up being innocent, you might even end up being accused of, like, even if they see you are innocent, they still just want to take you off from this planet Earth. Like, what kind of wickedness is this? What is all of this? When this case have been like all over the social media, I never staged it. I never staged or reacted, because there is a particular video which I did relating to this, and I was sent an email. That was why I just decided to, like, okay, let me just, for now. But the thing is that I couldn't even help it anymore. I couldn't help it anymore. Seriously, lovelies. This is the time everybody needs to, reflect. This is the time everyone needs to be very careful, very safe, Avoid some certain set of people in your life, in your circle, anybody that will maybe get you into any kind of trouble. You just have to avoid, this kind of people, because you might even be in a presence of, like, you may be in a place whereby something is done, but you are not even involved with this thing that was done there, but you will end up paying for something that you don't know nothing about. This is the period at which people need to be very, because they don't care. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Like, so far you are like me, they don't care. Okay, just look at Sunny Mercy. Just look at her case. Up to date, no update. The only update I knew, like, correct me if I am not correct, please. The only update I ever, that's the last thing I see on, for you pages, is the fact that the man who committed this, who, like, where everybody saw the way at which he intentionally did what he did, the last time I heard about him was the fact that he has cancer. That was it. I don't know anything about anymore. I can't even, like, sometimes I go to search for any form of updates. We don't know the last hearing. Like, I don't understand. When they see the people that actually commit these crimes, like, where everybody is seeing it, like, yeah, you committed it, there is nothing done. But someone that actually have served 20 years, which there is no even evidence to show, have to, like, that is the kind of life we are living. That is it. This is why everybody needs to be careful. You need to even watch what you say. You need to even watch the people you mingle yourself with, because nobody is to be trusted. Especially your, nobody is to be trusted. The best is just to be on your own, do your own thing, don't get involved with anything. Like, I am just so short of praise, because I never expected that today, we will just be here talking about RIP to Mercedes. Like, it's so unfortunate. I was thinking that people's voices will be heard, the petitions will be considered, the two, families talking about how they're not more interested, like, they shouldn't carry out with the, I was thinking things are going to be better. Maybe he's probably going to go back to jail, serve another, years, then coming out. I don't even know that. Oh gosh. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying. If you're leaving, a commentaries, please just be mindful, please. I'm begging, because the last time, you know how it is. And I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.
Do a girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like this video, share, leave your thoughts, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.